Hi everyone. Organizations today think that if they can air gap their machines and networks from the internet, then they are safe from prying eyes and from hackers on the internet. However, sophisticated attacks today, called air gap attacks, can use equipment such as software-defined radios to be able to listen in to sensitive data that's being used on your organization's network and on their machines. You can do this without having to have any kind of internet access to those devices or installing any kind of malware or having the user go to phishing websites. These attacks started out with the Stuxnet worm that targeted industrial control systems. Nowadays, there's been talk of attacks targeting electronic voting machines. Over here in this demo, we have a corporate scenario. You see a regular employee using his machine, and over here we have a subtle hacker who's working in his own cubicle, but he's going to be listening in from his hacker's machine into the victim's machine. And it's to note here that there's no network connectivity between these two devices in any sort of way. So Matt here is going to help me demonstrate this attack.
So the scenario we're kind of playing out today is we're going to be in an office or something like that, and Anwar is going to be in one cubicle and I'm going to be in another one, and I want to try to see what he's kind of doing on his computer without really being connected to him, so it doesn't like alert any like antivirus or anything like that. So what I would do is I would take the TAC RF and I would get a cable long enough to kind of run it through the back of our cubicles. And then I would place this hack RF behind the monitor, not only so it's discrete, but that's the best spot for the radio frequencies being emitted, and we're gonna have a better signal from there. So to start this attack and be discreet about it, I'm gonna wait until Anwar leaves for his coffee break. That way I have full access to his computer and he can't really see what I'm doing. Anwar's left, we can kind of jump into this air gap attack and get it rolling. So the first tool I'm going to use here is SDR Sharp, and what this tool is it's a digital signal processing program, and it operates on multiple channels. The more useful ones that I find are AM, NFM, and WFM. For this one specifically, we're going to be using an AM channel. And to tune this though, we're going to have to set the device, whatever you're using, but in this case we're using Hack RF. We're going to set it to the 20 MSPS, which is the highest rate, and the gain is going to be set all the way up. I'll have to play it to show you. The gain is going to be set all the way up, and the VGA is going to be set kind of midway. I feel like it works better in that range. So I'll close that after it's set up, and then as you can hear, it's already going. And at this point now, we're going to go over to Anwar's monitor, and this is going to be used to catch the radio frequencies that are emitted from the monitor. So this video exactly is Beethoven. It's Tempest for Eliza, which it's music that's been encoded, and the radio frequencies that are caught are decoded through the Hack RF, and we're able to play it through SDR Sharp. So we'll show you here that once it starts going, that it'll start playing through our SDR Sharp. And then on my side over here, I know that this is close to his target, or the monitor frequency, because it's already playing the music. As you've seen over there, the video is muted, and I can pause it and then keep it going, and it'll continue to play. So what exactly is all this though? This is the waterfall, which you can see is the signal being emitted here, and then up here is the spectrum analyzer, and you kind of see where peaks are. And this is good if you're going to want to like kind of tune through here and kind of see where it's operating at. This is the frequencies that we are on right now. So if we want to get his target monitor frequency, we will scroll through until we find something that it works better on. So after we got the target frequency, we're going to open this tool, which is Tempest SDR. And Tempest is the NSA specification for shielding, and well, it's the leaking of emanations from computers and machines. and the NSA just kind of requires computers that have like higher classified information on them to be shielded. Now in this scenario, we're not using any shielding because most businesses don't have those kind of standards. So this tool exactly is, it's going to catch the radio frequencies and it's going to convert them into an image. So we're going to find, you would use this little drop down box and you would find where the monitor is, like what kind of monitor it is and the resolution. And then these are defaults. And the best FPS to run on is 60. And I would set everything to auto because then it kind of just generates everything for you. And this box is where you're going to type in that frequency that we got earlier from SDR Sharp. Once we have this, we can start to kind of tune it to where we start to spy on his monitor. And over here is the settings. So we're going to start messing with these, kind of bring them up. It may take a while to find good results, but luckily he had this tuned already, and with enough experience we started to get results pretty quick. So as you can see, things are already starting to show up here a bit. And what I did with his computer is, while he was gone on coffee, or getting coffee, I went to his computer, opened up a Word document, and I wrote these messages down, and then I used like high contrast images to kind of get these to pick up much faster, so I can do this before he gets back. So now that I have this all tuned up, it's ready to go, and it's ready for him whenever he comes back, which is right about now. As you can see here, he's going to open up this Word document. We're going to have everything going, and I should be able to see what all he's typing in. So from what you can see here, obviously his password is ABC12345. So this is a successful Tempest attack using Tempest SDR and SDR Sharp. And the whole purpose of this is to explain through that air gap attacks can be pretty successful, and they can also be pretty devastating, because this is just like a cheaper open source hardware and software. Now, if you had a bigger budget and you could afford those $1,000, $10,000 tools, you could be able to get much clearer images from much further away, and there's nothing that the person could do to stop it, because there'd be no way of knowing that it was happening.